Your observation on the difference between the Dalit experience and the Adivasi experiences. Why is it that the Adivasis are getting most of the brunt on everything, on social change, development, displacement, as compared to the Dalits?
You mean to say that the Adivasis are uh, much more vulnerable, suffering much more compared to Dalits, to the
Yeah,
atrocities that are
exploited
being.
particularly. Yeah. Why is that?
Well, I'm not sure whether it's a fact. There are atrocities in both the communities, okay, and in their own way, they would resist and then they would try to see to it that that is stopped and so on. Okay, yeah, because as I told you, these movements were examples that I gave to you. Yeah. So, according to my seeing, we have our own ethos to really fight back, and then see that we can't be treated like non-beings or as nobody, right? Dalits, because of their organizations and so on, maybe they have been more forceful and doing it. That could be their levels of impact and so on. But then wholesale saying that why are they, better off and we are not and so on. Again, that will depend on the situation and then how they're prepared to face the onslaught and thereby fight. We have a more holistic life, not only the language, culture, but also the resources to which we have our relationships and the cultures which are more uniting, like not single individual living. Okay, and we don't have a kind of hierarchy. Okay,
Yes.
and Dalits are the lowest rung in the caste hierarchy. So
The Adivasis are not in that
that demeans
Varna
them.
system.
That demeans them very much. Whereas we are not so. Culture economically, one will be better off. The same time, he belongs to my same group, and therefore I'm not so superior that I could oppress him or her. Is the thinking among ourselves. So that being the richness of Adivasis, we are in a way more cohesively facing challenges and thereby fighting it out and doing whatever we can.
Also, don't you see that we have all the resources all across, not in India, not just in India, but all the resources, mines, minerals, forest, river, everything is in the Adivasi area. And the colonizers who want these things, including the present day colonizers in terms of capitalism, who want these things, they would call us uncivilized and call themselves
In their
civilized.
own terms,
Huh.
uncivilized, yes.
And why would they require my resources? If you are civilized, be there in your place.
Yeah,
Don't come to my.
that's the conclusion. You can tell them strongly. Right? Yeah. So that's it.
Let me
Again,
leave me in my own area.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
me live the
See,
way I do.
this is the ploy of civilization and uncivilization. Who is more civilized? You know? The one who is expressed more is civilized,
You have
or
all
the
the
one
time.
who shares one's resources is
And
civilized.
preserve at the same time.
Yeah, so it depends how you interpret and make them understand. You see,
So
so
that
has
is the
always
narrative.
been the case.
Okay. Maybe we can talk on civilization
Can
and
go.
uncivilization next
I
time.
can go on
That
like
is a
this.
very crucial point. I'm trying to save a tree, but someone is trying to cut that tree and he calls himself civilized and he calls me uncivilized. Very funny.
Yes,
So,
yes.
kind
Okay,
of
great work for you then. To
nice conversation.
thank you. I'm happy.